Hey YouTube, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. Okay, I thought I'd reminisce a little bit about Christmas past and how important it is to give your children a nice Christmas so they have nice memories. For me, probably the last 40 years, Christmas has not really been all that. I mean, it's not been that much. There was a time where I was with my partner, which we had maybe 5 Christmases together. It takes another person, it takes other people to make it interesting, right? People ask me, why don't you got no tree up? Who would see it but me? I mean, I don't think the dog is into Christmas trees. And I suspect he probably take that as an invitation to piss all over the damn floor. Anyway, but yeah, so when I was a child, we're just talking. It's Christmas Eve. I don't feel like being messy on Christmas Eve. You would think that the Lord would have a day at least. Uh, when I was a child from a big family in Indianapolis, Indiana. So our routine, we had traditions, family traditions, right? Our big thing was Christmas Eve. Everyone would meet at my grandmother's house, right? So that means all the cousins, all the relatives, everybody would fit into this house, and we would have this great Christmas Eve dinner. And then everyone would pick a family to give a gift to, right? Each family would pick a different family. My grandmother had 9 children, and of course the women had children, but the boys, she had 5 boys. So yeah, between the 5 of them, I think they maybe had 3 kids. But anyway, there was a lot of us. So we would go to my grandmother's house. This was tradition, was all through my childhood, all the way up until I left the house. I was 18, 19 years old, at least. And then I left Indiana soon after that. So that was kind of the end of it for me. But anyway, we'd all pick a family to buy presents for. And a lot of us would also buy a present for our grandmother. I had a great grandmother. Grandmother was wonderful. And we celebrated most holidays at her house. And then, as we exchanged gifts, and I think there must have been something where kids would get gifts also. I don't remember how that works exactly. But I know families would exchange gifts. And then on Christmas Day, we would be with our own nuclear family, our immediate family, and this is when we would get our presents. Now, mother never had a lot of money. She was a single mother, and blessed the name of God that she was a single mother because her husband was an extremely abusive person, right? So seeing him go was a good thing. I'll never take that back. Seeing that man leave the house was a wonderful thing. So everybody's circumstance not the same. But what I'm thinking about now is we always got what we wanted. Now, she was a single mother raising 3 kids. So there was not a lot of extra money around. But at the time, let me say, when I was, let's say 8, 9 years old, the big thing was 8-track tapes, right? 8-track tape players, right? So all the people got 8-track tape players. The families who people have had fathers where there was a 2-parent home tend to get better presents, right? But mother, she never neglected to bring me that present. I remember when they got the 8-track players. I got an 8-track player, but it was just a player. You had to plug it into a bigger stereo, which we had in our living room, which is where I would primarily use it. But I got my 8-track as well. And when my best friends, they've had 2 parents, they would get 10-speed bicycles for Christmas, right? I wouldn't get a 10-speed bicycle. Back then, a Swing 10-speed bicycle, maybe it's $100, I don't know. But I always got a bicycle anyway. Mine would be single speed, 1 speed, right? Or I think they used to call it 1-speed kickback. You kick it back, you got two gears. But then I would take it and I would enhance it, This is my creative side. I would put special handlebars on it and buy all of the. So my bicycles always looked great. I didn't feel like I was a neglected or person who had to do without anything. Anyway. So that's a pleasant memory. Mother always delivered. So then, after I left there at 19, of course, now I was used to having all of these family gatherings all year round, right? I was used to having family of 100 people, let's say, around there. And when I got to California, there was no one. And there basically has been no one since then. Since I was 19 years old, I've been in California that long. I recently, in the last 4 years, I have a nephew who lives here in San Francisco now. But that's the only family I've had in California since I've been here. Anyway, so I don't celebrate Christmas. I do go to friends gather like I do on Thanksgiving. Friends gather on Christmas Day. So we'll go and do that. We'll have a meal and, and just not the same, though. It's not the same as like when you're a kid. When you're a kid, Christmas is such a big deal. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to you parents who I know have struggled to get all those gifts. See, we didn't have all these gifts with all these electronics. We didn't have no iPhones to buy. We didn't have no laptops and no tablets. And all the gadgets, and then they got the Beat headphones, is damn near $300. Of course, tennis shoes cost a fortune. The things I'd imagine people have a hard time putting under the tree, but it seems like that's what people want now. The world has gone electronic. But anyway, I said all to say, be quiet, baby. Gonna say Merry Christmas. My baby wants to say Merry Christmas. And so I'm offering a special prayer to kids from 9 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I'm going to put some little horns on my baby. You know those antlers? Remember how the Grinch stole Christmas? And the Grinch had a little bitty dog, and he would burden that dog because he would put these big old antlers on the dog. And he would block his passages of breathing because he put a big old red nose on him. Would you like that, baby? Make him pull a big old sleigh. Merry Christmas, people. Merry Christmas, and a new year is soon to come. Praise God, we made it through another one.